Now is how to propagate your algae. You should have gotten a plate that has these 3 strains on it, the 10G, high day, and D66. So you should also have some extra algal plates. These are also called TAT plates, TAT. They're clear. Sometimes they have a little bit of water on them. You want to wipe that off. And you should also have some sterile sticks. This tape on it has a black bar. Often look like this. It means it's been autoclaved. That means the wooden sticks inside are sterile. If you want to keep them sterile, don't stick anything in there. Only take out one at a time. Don't stick your fingers in. Let the sticks come out, and then pick one up by the end. And then don't let it touch anything. If it ever touches anything, it's not sterile anymore. So if I hit the thing, if I hit the bottom here, it's not sterile. So get rid of it. Okay. Take one out, and what you want to do before you do that is go ahead and mark your plate that you're going to put it on. Just put the same markings as in this plate. So we got 10G, 5A, and D66. And we're just basically going to replicate this plate. We're going to go from here to here. So I'm going to take one stick, don't touch anything. I'm going to, in order to keep contamination from getting in, I'm going to keep the plate upside down, okay, so nothing can fall into it. Also, you notice I'm talking, which is not a good idea while you're trying to streak your plate, because you're spitting out things, all right? So get a little bit of the algae with your stick, and then just spread it around the plate like that. If you focus on that, you can see it's kind of a little green. Can you see that? Mm-hmm. Okay, good. And we're just going to basically do that for all 3 strains. A little bit of high day. There. And a little bit of the D66. There. Okay, so this pattern, you see we got 3 strains. We have 4 quadrants, imaginary quadrants, and the 4th one is empty because that's going to be your negative control. When you take a picture of the plate, you want one part of the plate to not have any cells, so you can use that as your background signal. Okay, that's the reason why we have this pattern. And that's all there is to it. And basically, you put this in a place with some low light, and these will grow up in a few days, and about every 2 weeks, keep them going like that, bring them to the next fresh plate, and that'll keep them alive. And once this plate is grown for anywhere between 2 days to a week, it's ready to do the overlay and visualize the hydrogen. Okay? So you want that plate to be pretty fresh, not to be too old, not older than a week. But give them at least 2 days for them to start growing in this plate. And that's all there is to it. At the end, make sure you close up your sterile sticks again so they stay sterile. And wrap your plates with the parafilm. Some strips of parafilm should have been supplied to you, okay, like this. They have a paper backing. It's a little bit sticky. Sometimes you have to pull it and then peel the paper off. This used to be easier. This batch is very sticky. There we go, this is better. So peel the paper off of it, there we go. And then I usually start by taking one corner and pulling it across. It's like saran wrap, but it's stretchy. Okay, so basically just go around pulling this parafilm until you meet the parafilm on the other side, and then just pull it off, and it makes a nice seal. Keeps anything from going inside and contaminating your plate. So we'll keep our old plate sterile in case we need to do anything with it, like visualize it. This plate's only a few days old, so I could then now take this and do an overlay on top of it, measure hydrogen, but I got the cells still living. Remember, if you ever want to do an experiment again, make sure you do this before you do the overlay, because once you do the overlay, it's not sterile anymore and you can't streak the algae anymore. So if you want to keep the lineage going, you got to keep streaking them to new plates. Now these guys are ready to put away. This one I'll put in very low light because I don't want it to grow much anymore, and this one I'll put in light so it grows faster. Okay?